Boom, 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 Chenka, lads and lasses. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little transfer update for you, evening editione. Thank you very much for stopping by and getting involved, everyone. Let's see who's in here. Let me give a cheeky little refresh and make sure that I'm coming through loud and clear as well. Let's have a look who we've got here. So we've got, oh crikey, I can't see anybody. Why is there a bullshit ad playing? I don't turn ads on in my videos until freaking afterwards. That's gash. That's disconcerting. But anyway, how's it going, everyone? It is Joshua Commanders in here, Ice Queen Gaming, DT Westy, Footy Talk, Mark Voot, Lewis Watts, Marco, G-Wolf United, Pricey MUFC, Josh Train, Harris Khan, and everybody else. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. So let's get into it then, lads and lasses. Manchester United transfer update. Jayden Sancho looks like he's coming. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, lads and lasses. That's what it looks like anyway. Shout out to you all for getting your thoughts and opinions in here, everyone. And yeah, sorry I'm late, by the way, guys. I had to sort the missus out. She was sure a spider was on her head. And then I was looking for a spider for the last few minutes. Redonkulous, which we didn't find, by the way, so there may well be a spider somewhere around the gaff. But anyway, hope you're all doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Do us a favour and smash that like button, lads and lasses. Jayden Sancho! Come on, lads and lasses. It looks like it's happening anyway. So let's get into the news. Let's have a little talk about some of the news that's going on. So in terms of what's happened, it looks like Manchester United have continued, or are continuing their pursuit of Jayden Sancho in the next sort of 48 hours. It's suspected that we're going to lodge a bid. In fact, it's even being reported right now that United Chiefs have lodged a £90 million offer for the England international, Jayden Sancho, plus a further £18 million due in performance-related add-ons. So that is what we're hearing right now, lads and lasses. There's a £90 million bid lodged by Manchester United and a further £18 million in add-ons. That is what's been reported. But remember that this might not be 100% accurate at this moment in time. From what we understand, the club will be lodging a proper, it will definitely be done within the next 48 hours anyway. Sorry, guys, I think I'm getting a bit of a chest infection. I've got a bit of a wheezy chest at the moment, guys, so apologies for that if you hear me wheezing throughout.
Blame me for that as well.
I am going to blame you for that. It's probably that new coconut perfume you got on the go, love. You know, I like the smell of it, but something's giving me a tight chest around here.
If you're smoking.
Anyway, so yeah, look, there's a £90 million bid hopefully going to take place. The fact is, not much has really changed in terms of what Dortmund have said. I mean, we've got Fabrizio Romero coming out and saying as much, saying, just to clarify, this was one last unofficial bid. So this is what he said 2.5 hours ago. He said, just to clarify, this was one last unofficial bid from Man United in August. They're still waiting for the next step for Dortmund. They want 120 million. So basically, you know, this is what Romano said. So there's reports coming out that were saying Man United have tabled a £90 million bid. But then Romano came out afterwards and said, just to clarify, this was the last unofficial bid from Manchester United in August. So the £90 million plus 18 million in add-ons, I think is what he's in reference to. But yeah, he says they're still waiting for the next step because Dortmund wants 120 million euros or nothing. And that's without add-ons included. So Romano's reporting that was actually a previous offer by Manchester United, 90 million plus 18 in performance-related add-ons. Dortmund want 120 million euros flat. No add-ons, no bonus, just 120 million euros, bash. And there you go. There you've got Jayden Sancho. So we'll see if an agreement can be reached. Manchester United is supposed to go in the next 48 hours and lodge another bid. It could be a similar sort of thing to the bid that we're understood to have offered them, but it also could be a significantly improved bid or a slightly improved bid, something to try and meet them in the middle and get this deal sorted out, lads and lasses. Come on then, United, let's be having you. Where are you? Let's be having you. Where are the board, though? Let's hope that they can get this deal done, otherwise it's going to be a pretty shitty window. Ellie, don't spam yet. Thank you so much, Ellie, for getting in here and controlling the chat. Mickey Lee, obviously, if you want to have your message read out, just comment it one at a time like everybody else, otherwise it'll clog up the live chat. So you have been timed out for a few minutes there, my friend. Alex McLaren says he doesn't need quarantine when he comes to England. That would be very good then. Let's hope that he doesn't. Abbas Hassani says Dortmund is effing with United. To be fair to them, can you blame them? They've got a great player there that's obviously fantastic and 20 years of age and offers them a lot of a lot of options out there on the pitch for them, and the amount of assists and goals that he brings into the side is pretty exceptional, especially for somebody who's 20. So they know the asset that they've got at the football club. They know the sort of player that they've got here. And they do not need to sell him for anything less than the valuation which they think is fair. Which I think is reasonably fair as well. Okay, maybe there's better value in the market elsewhere. But if you want to get a player away from the football club that does not want to sell him, then you have to pay that premium for him, don't you? Just like we did with that big old Slabby Maguire. And he has got a big old slab on him. Hey, how's it going, Becky Hope? Thanks for getting in here again. Louise Murray as well stopping by. Says Reguilon medical this weekend, pig. Well, in terms of the Reguilon situation, look, we're still waiting to find out a bit more about that for confirmation. But we do understand Manchester United will hopefully be trying to reach an agreement with Real Madrid for the permanent move of Reguilon to United. So obviously the situation there is we want that buyback clause. They want that buyback clause, or we don't want the buyback clause in there. Do us a favour, lads and lasses, if you're tuning in right now, smash that thumbs up button, lads and lasses. Get involved in the live chat as well if you can. That'd be absolutely awesome. And yeah, just get involved. Get your thoughts and opinions in about Jayden Sancho, who you think is going to be the, when do you think this is going to get done? When do you think this deal is going to get done? We understand, me and my main transfer guru, Mr. Matthew Rush, by the way, follow him on Twitter, @MatchUnited20. But me and my main man, Matt Rush, think that the bid is definitely going to be launched within the next 48 hours. So that's what we're understanding right now, everybody. Jesse Lingard, no spamming in there, my friend. Otherwise, you will be timed out. Thank you, Matty the Rushmeister. Yeah, Mark Voot says next week, Piggy. So he thinks that the Jadon Sancho deal is going to get done next week. It has to be before we start the new season, doesn't it, really? Jayden surely got to be coming into this football club before the 19th of September when we play Crystal Palace. Otherwise, what is actually the point? Obviously there is a point of getting him, but we should be getting him early so we can just have him for the start of the season, give him a bit of time to settle. Lewis Watts Football says, I think he'll sign day before Crystal Palace. There you go. Yeah, somewhere around there. I'm thinking about the same as well. I'm thinking, look, the issues. We said it just as much earlier, lads and lasses, and we said it on the show yesterday, that there'll be a bid in the next 48 to 72 hours from Manchester United. And we also said earlier that the issue was never down to the personal terms with Jayden Sancho. It was always to do with the terms of the agreement in terms of the transfer amount with the football club. Dortmund standing firm. All reports suggest that Dortmund are pretty damn firm on that 120 million euro valuation or nothing. They have no incentive to sell other than to get the money that they think he is worth. So we will see if Manchester United will prepare to go and do that. I mean, what do you guys think? Let's just say that is the deal. Let's just say that Manchester United would have to go back to Dortmund with our tail between our legs. Eddie Woody Woodward's going to have to go in there, with his arms crossed and his head down, and he's going to have to say, do you know what? We're going to pay the money that you wanted us to 2 months ago anyway. Would you be happy with that, guys? What do you guys think? Do you think Jadon Sancho is worth 120 million euros flat? No add-ons, no bonuses, just 120 million euros. Stick a 1 in the live chat if you think Jadon Sancho is worth 120 million euros. Stick a different number in the live chat if you think he's not. Hey, JP, what's going on, J to the P? Hope you're doing well, mate. Also, Big God Bob's in here, is he? I can't see him, but shout out Big God Bob. Shout out Ryan Burberspin 9 with your 1 vote. Footy Talk. Mark Voot with the 1. Aaron Homeyard with the 1. Louise Murray with the 1. So a lot of people thinking Nick Suberlin with the 1. A lot of people definitely thinking that Jadon Sancho would be worth that sort of level of investment. 120 million euros, though, crikey. I mean, you could spend that on a couple of really top players, couldn't you? If you see sort of let's see, like Havertz and Werner. That's sort of effectively what Chelsea have got. But really with fees and agent fees and things like that, it was actually being reported like the Havertz deal for Chelsea with all the fees involved was actually closer to what Manchester United paid for Paul Pogba. So, there's that as well. And the fact is Manchester United are focusing on our player that we can get this window. He's obviously been linked with this football club for a very, very long time. The only thing that concerns me about this whole transfer, lads and lasses, like, doesn't it can just make you feel a little bit like, yeah, okay, but why has no other team been interested in Jadon Sancho at all? It's simply because there's not very much good value in the deal. Cress Wellsing comments 10 million a year in wages and £108 million fee. Definitely not worth it. So there you go, Christmas. I understand what you're saying. It's a heck of a lot of money, especially at this moment in time. And with that amount of money, you could easily go and strengthen a couple of different areas of the squad. Like, you could get that centre-back. You could get that defensive midfielder. You could even get a striker, like another good striker, another good option. People would keep talking about all these various links with Manchester United, and some of the links we're talking about are worth, like, 20, 30 million. So technically, you get 3 or 4 or 5 of these players for the amount that it would cost for Jayden Sancho. People like Douglas Costa or Josh King and these sorts of guys. But look, these players are good players and stuff like that. And they would actually improve our squad, but they're definitely nothing. They're nothing compared to somebody like Jayden Sancho in terms of a signing of quality and a statement of intent. Because at 20 years of age, he's already one of the best young players in the world. There's very much doubt to say that he would not progress into, that he wouldn't progress into a really top player. He's 20 at the end of the day, and his stats are sick. Seb says, who's in your fantasy team, Pig? I've joined the league. Yeah, check the community page on this channel, by the way. There's a link to join the league. If you want to join the Flying Pig United League, we'll sort out a prize for the winner as well. I don't know what prize that will be, but we'll announce it in a video very, very soon. So some sort of a prize for the winner throughout the season. Probably the next season's kit or something like that. That'd probably be pretty sweet. So yeah, something like that would be a good idea, everyone. Gabriel Lopez says, that's right, we don't need some overpriced saviour that won't do anything. Nice one, Gabriel Lopez. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, but I understand what you're saying. Like, he is probably overpriced. You are having to pay that premium in order to convince Dortmund to sell him, just like Harry Maguire. So you've got to pay that premium, but who else are we going to get right now? Who else? Manchester United have not got the wheels in motion in terms of negotiations with signing any other bastard. So who is it actually going to be then? Yeah, we could go in and get some second-rate player come the end of the window. Maybe, I don't know, a Josh King or something like that. But really, it's important for United to have that intent to add some real quality to our side. If you look at the signings we've made, they've all been very good statements of intent, ones for the future, but also ones that can do the business right now, in most cases. And I think he's exactly that. 20 years old, the stats don't lie. He's going to tear it up on the right-hand side for Manchester United. Hopefully, I mean, his last couple of England performances were, probably not that of a £120 million player, but I don't know if that's his fault. Roy Barraza comments, Dybala over Sancho. Yeah, okay, but remember, Dybala's much more developed and much older than Sancho. With Sancho, you're paying for a player who is still developing, who's still growing, actually. At 20 years of age, like, he's growing in every aspect, whether it's gaining that experience, whether it's mentally growing, physically growing. He's still not at the peak of his powers, Jayden Sancho. He's 20. When we think of a 20-year-old player, we think of quite an inexperienced player because they've really only had a few seasons in the game in terms of being around adult, grown-up first-team football. People like Daniel James are more experienced in some ways than Jayden Sancho. So remember that, well, not obviously because Jayden's been doing it in Germany, but in terms of age and time playing football, then, remember Dan James is older than Jayden Sancho. Jayden Sancho's a young whippersnapper, really. Ryan Berberspin 9, thank you so much, Ryan. Come on, my son, get in. Oh, it's not Ryan Berberspin 9. Oh, he did send one. Sorry, I thought it was. Sorry, I thought Ryan's popped up. Hey, but hey, thank you so much, Daniel Luciano, as well, though, for your super chat, Daniel, who comments, freaking finally, positive news. Oh, how good it feels. Hope you're well. I'm well, Daniel Luciano. Thank you so much for that, my friend. Yeah, I hope you're well as well, Daniel. Shout out to you, mate. Look, it feels good. It feels positive. It is positive. I am feeling positive, but let's just not count our chickens too soon. Remember, Dortmund are being reported as being very firm on that 120 million euro valuation, and Manchester United are reported as being very firm that they do not want to pay any more than this 90 million plus 18. So we'll see if an agreement can be reached between the two clubs, because there's a very good chance that they'll melt this one.
Are you excited about Sancho?
Me? Yeah, I mean, I'm buzzing my tits off for Jayden. If Jayden comes in, I'll do a little dance with booby tassels and everything. I'm definitely buzzing.
Oh, I'll join in with you.
I'm buzzing my boobies off for Jayden. Oh yeah. But hang on, did you say Ryan Berberspin sent one as well? Yeah. Can you tell me what it says? I can't find it.
Yeah, I'm getting it now.
Thank you very, very much. Shout out to you, Ryan Berberspin 9. You're a top lad.
I'd pay 200 mil if that's what it takes. Better than the Glazers keeping it.
Yes, good shout there, Ryan Berberspin 9. He says, I would take 200 million. Sorry, I would pay 200 million if that's what it takes. better than the Glazers keeping it. So I think you're absolutely spot on there, Ryan. At the end of the day, it's just money that's sat there that we need to invest in the football club. Now, you can argue we could invest it in different areas of the team for different players, but if you want the proper upper echelon typo, if you want that proper, proper grade A player, then you have to pay the money. And like we said, he's not available right now. Dortmund want him. He would, of course, stay at Dortmund and play. He said as much in the past. He has recently come out and basically, from what we understand, he wants to move. He is pretty much forcing the hand now. So just to give you a bit of background and information, the personal terms, obviously, they were always agreed a long time ago with a while with the agent. It's been reported that we made a lot of progress and around the wages and agent fees with Jayden Sancho, but that wasn't actually the initial thing that was the issue. It was the amount of money being paid up front. So, yes, I think that there seems to have been a bit of a breakthrough here. From what we understand, we're about to lodge a bid, unofficial bid, 120 million. We can see, who knows if we're going to pay that money, who knows if we're going to pay that money. Tushar Gupta, what's going on, bro? He says, any news on outgoings? We need to get rid of the deadwood. Tushar Gupta, thank you for the super chat, man. Yes, just to give you some news on outgoings. There's not much news on outgoings. Well, look, Chris Smalling, we talked about it in the video earlier today. It was being reported that Chris Smalling has agreed a 2-year deal with Roma. But we'll see if that all is complete when it's all announced and stuff like that. But we're expecting Chris Smalling to join Roma in the next few days. We've got, sources that suggest that he is going to join them very, very soon. There was just an issue with the contract length in terms of the deal for Chris Smalling at Roma. They've reached an agreement, though. It's supposed to be 2 years that he's got a deal at Roma permanently now. And all things are going to go ahead with that one. It should be about 13 to 14 million euros that Roma are going to pay Manchester United for his services, and he should sign on a 2-year deal. I wish I could report some other stuff to you on that one, Tushar, but unfortunately we can't sell most of our players, Bud, because they're on so much money, nobody would touch them. Like, literally, shitloads of money for the sorts of quality players that we got, like Jesse and people like that. Phil Jones. Daniel Luciano, thank you. Sorry, buddy, I missed the second one there, man. Thank you very much for getting it. He says, don't mind a few signings when they're class and make sense for our team. Hi from the missus. Hey, thank you for that, Daniel, and thank you very much. Hi to Mrs. Luciano as well. Shout out to you. And I would love it if we got a few signings in this window. That's it. It depends. I would love it if we got a few signings in this window. But it really does depend on the quality of the signings as well, doesn't it? Like, I would much rather one Jayden Sancho, because that's going to be a player that comes into your starting 11, takes that right-wing spot, has it for the next 10 years, potentially, and just blossoms into one of the best players in the world. That is what's expected with a 120 million euro purchase of a 20-year-old wonder kid like Jayden Sancho. But when you take that same 120 million and split it up and maybe go and invest it in some other areas of the team for different players, yes, you may well end up with some great players, but you also, at the end of the day, you're not paying the same amount of money for the same amount of quality. So you're probably not going to get the same level of player for that money. That's just how it works. You may get lucky, you may find a gem, but realistically, you're more likely to get a world-class player with a player like Jayden who's developing the way he is right now. And is available and wants to come. It's a no-brainer, lads and lasses. This is a bloody no-brainer, which is why I'm a little bit worried for the fact that it's Edward Woodward that's overseeing the deal, because does he have a brain? Does he indeed have a brain, my friends? I don't know. If I only had a brain. Cress Wolsey says Lingard is on 100 grand a week, the same as Spurs' Son Heung-min. Speaks volumes. Are you taking the piss out of me, Cress Wolsey? Don't tell me that Jesse Lingard has paid the same amount of money as Son Heung-min over at Spurs, one of the absolute very best players in the Premier League. Does that just go to show you how messed up Manchester United's wage structure is? When Jesse Buddy Pigeongard is on the same money as Son Heung-min over at Spurs, are you taking the absolute piece out of me, Chris Wilsing? Jake Catchier comments, so when will Jayden Sancho come? So my opinion is it's going to be within the next 7 days. I do think it's going to be before United's first game. I don't know if it'll be in time for him to even really be in the game or featuring in the game. But I would imagine that there's only 10 days left until Manchester United's first game of the season. We have to get some players in. So I would imagine if we are going to get Jayden Sancho in, it will be within the next few days, in my opinion. Well, maybe not a few days, but the next week. Certainly, I think the deal, the agreement, if it's going to be reached, will be reached within the next 48 hours. We understand Manchester United are going to lodge a refreshed bid, in the next 48 hours. So we'll see what happens with that one. Thank you so much, Ellie. Really appreciate that. She comments, like the video, lads and lasses, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, please do chuck a thumbs up on this video if you have not done so already. That'll help this stream out a lot. And also subscribe to the channel if you are indeed new to the channel, lads and lasses. And Aaron's put a link to the website there, Flying Pig United, as well, if you want to check out the website. Thank you, moderators. Matthew Adateo says, hi, I love your show 100%. Thank you very, very much. JP, what is a Delide, mate? What is a Delide? Is that a player or something? Danny says, where is the code for the Fantasy Premier League? So if you go to my community page, there is a link to the Fantasy Premier League, Flying Pig United. If you want to check it out, it's on the community page of the YouTube channel. The code is underneath the community. It's on the community post, so there's a link to it, and there is a code to it as well. Jonathan Gallagher, yes, Jonathan Gallagher. He says, Pig, I'm happy we're finally getting in. Come on, Jonathan Gallagher. Let's hope so anyway. Like I said, don't count your chickens too soon. But it's all looking pretty good anyway. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you're buzzing for Jayden Sancho.
Did you see Primot's comment?
No, Primot says, subscribe to the channel and the pig will send a signed 6x9 of himself and his tassels.
Primot, you killed me.
Hey, no, you've got that wrong, Primot. That's not just for subscribing. You have to subscribe to the OnlyFans for that, mate. You've got to subscribe to OnlyFans.
I'll get on that as well.
What? The missus said she'll get one out. That's it. Once we get to 100 patrons, the missus is doing nudes. Pankaj Palhawani says, Ellie, this channel is really awesome. The best Man United fan channel of mine. Oh, Pankaj, thank you, mate. Well, we're trying to keep it real. Look, we know we don't appeal to as wide of an audience. We're just a pokey, independent channel. It's called Flying Pig United. What's that all about? You know, we give, well, it's basically just me talking cod, isn't it? I give you my thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear all your thoughts and opinions. It's a great place to interact with all you United fans and other fans. JP says, I don't know, Pig. I didn't know either. I was like, what is that word? Delight. I figured it was like some sort of Dutch player for Ajax or something like that. Oh, man. Thank you so much for that, Pankaj. The Trooper says, welcome to the Best United live stream. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Well, look, if you want to support this show, smash that like on it, lads and lasses. It will help out a lot. And get involved. I want to hear from you throughout the show. Iden Norway, how you doing, Iden? He comments, but is £109 million on the back of all other gaps in our squad? No, need all of them. Yes, I think I think you make a good point. It's only really a good idea to spend £109 million on Jayden Sancho in this transfer window if you were indeed to also spend a little bit more money as well and plug the other holes and problems that we've got in the squad. Because like we've talked about a lot recently, you do need to have that really great centre-back. You do need to have that great midfield in order to have a great team. It's not just about having a great, potent forward line. In fact, that's probably the least important part of a team, really. If you've got a team that's unbeatable in terms of conceding, you can always nick a goal here and there. You know, with professional football, it's like you've seen a bunch of teams over the years with arguably not even the most world-class forward lines, winning major things. Leicester springs to mind. I mean, okay, Jamie Vardy that season when they won the Premier League, he is obviously an incredible talent, actually. So we're not going to say that Jamie Vardy's not world-class. I think he is very, very good. But it's not like they've got bags of hundreds of millions of pounds of players up there, to be fair. They did have a pretty sick team that year, though. Safa Rebeling, how are you doing, Safa? Comments, hey, what do you think of Everton's signing? So me personally, I think Everton have had a really good transfer window so far. I do think that it's a good indicator of the sort of steps and strides that they're trying to make as a football club. You can't really criticise Everton's window so far because they've signed a couple of players and they've got Carlo Ancelotti, which in my opinion is a very big coup for a club like Everton anyway, just to get a manager like Carlo Ancelotti. You look at Ancelotti's CV, Everton doesn't really fit in there. No disrespect to Everton, you know, but Everton doesn't really fit into his CV. He's got a monster CV full of the biggest, best clubs in the world and Everton. Everton. So he's obviously a very, very good manager. I think he proved last season that he's going to do some good stuff in the Premier League for Everton, I think he's a very, very astute manager. And the players that they signed are absolutely brilliant. So, I mean, I just want to... you just reminded me of something. I just wanted to have a look at, like, see if I can find all the done deals and things like that right now. So the summer transfer window so far, all the ins and outs for all the clubs. So it's quite interesting just to see the different sorts of levels of signings that we made. I just wanted to quickly show you this, guys. So Arsenal so far, Gabriel Magalhaes, Willian, free transfer, Pablo Mari. This is the comprehensive list, basically, of all the Premier League ins and outs. So the window closes at midnight on October 5th, right? So Arsenal have signed Gabriel Magalhaes, £27 million from Lille. They signed Willian from Chelsea on a free transfer. They've signed Pablo Mari, Flamengo, undisclosed fee. They've signed Cedric Suarez from Southampton for an undisclosed fee. Danny Ceballos back from Real Madrid on loan for the season. So they've improved. They've got 5 players into their team so far. They've also got 6 players out on 6 players out. Aston Villa, they've got a few players in. Ollie Watkins from Brentford for 33 mil. Crikey, they spent 33 million on Ollie. No, that's not right. That's bullshit. They didn't spend 33 million on Ollie Watkins, did they? Aston Villa, what's the matter with them? You know what I mean? So you're telling me Aston Villa can spend 33 million on Ollie Watkins, who I'm sure is very good, actually. I just haven't seen enough of him. They must be if they're paying 33 mil for him. But Manchester United can't spend, the money we need to on the players we need to. I think that's a joke, isn't it? But anyway, Villa, they've got Watkins, Matty Cash, Ben, Chris, and they've had a shit window, to be fair. They've had a shit window. And Mark Voot says, yes, they did, mate. That is unbelievable. £33 million on Ollie Watkins from Brentford. Adam Rogers says 28 million. Okay, well, even so, that is pretty preposterous. Brighton have signed Alan Lallana on a free transfer from Liverpool. Joe Weitman from Ajax, undisclosed fee. Zach Emerson from Oldham, undisclosed. Jensen Weir, Wigan, undisclosed. Lars Dendoncker from Club Bruges on a free. And they've also got rid of about 10 players. Knockhart, Lacardia, Montoya, Button Clark, a bunch of other players. Glenn Murray, Shane Duffy, Tom McGill. They got rid of a bunch of players in this window. Burnley have got 1 player in, Will Norris, undisclosed. At the moment, Manchester United's transfer window really is comparable to Burnley. Chelsea have signed Timo Werner. They've signed Hakim Ziyech for 33.3 million. Timo Werner was undisclosed, but it's going to be reasonable money. Thiago Silva on a free transfer. Javier Umbiamba from Barcelona, undisclosed. Ben Chilwell, Leicester, undisclosed, believed to be about 50 or 60 mil. Malang Sarr from Nice on a free. Kai Havertz from Bayer Leverkusen, £71 million. They've also got rid of about 7 or 8 players. Pedro to Roma on a free. Willian to Arsenal on a free. Some big outs, and some big ins from Chelsea. Real statement of intent from Chelsea. Crystal Palace have signed Eberici Eze, Nathan Ferguson. They got rid of a few players. Everton have signed Niels Nkunku. They've signed Allen, really good player as well from Napoli, Brazilian midfielder. I think that's going to prove to be a good signing. James Rodriguez from Real Madrid, 22 million. Why are we not in for players like James Rodriguez at all, to be fair? Okay, maybe it's not the right signing for United, I get that. It's not what we're trying to do, but crikey, Everton haven't half got themselves a good player there. Like, James Rodriguez is a very good player, especially for £22 million. They also signed Abdullah Decore from Watford for 20 million. So that's another big signing. Like, fair play to Everton, getting the business done, trying to improve, trying to have a statement of intent this window. They got rid of Schneidlin, they got rid of Leighton Baines, retired, of course. They got rid of Stecklenburg, Ajax, free transfer, Siderby, end of loan. A few players have gone out. Fulham, even bloody Fulham, Scott Parker's bloody Fulham, are signing Anthony Robinson, Anthony Knockhart, Mario Lamina, Harrison Reed, and Alphonse Areola from PSG on loan, goalkeeper, right? Oh my days, like, what the bloody hell? So Fulham have signed 5 players this window. Leeds, let's get on to Leeds, of course. Leeds have just come up to the Premier League, and they have signed Rodrigo from Valencia for £27 million. They've signed Robin Koch from Freiburg. What a name, Robin Koch. I'm robbing my cock. Oh, no. Oh, it's a hilarious name. His name's Robin Koch. Robin. His name's Robin Koch. Like, what you up to tonight, Robin Koch? I'm sorry, but that's a funny name. Jack Harrison, Man City on loan. Joe Gelhardt. Elan Melslier, Helder Costa from Wolves, 16 million. Charlie Allen, Cody Dramer, Sam Greenwood from Arsenal undisclosed. That's Leeds. Leeds have signed 9 players this window. Leicester, they've only got 1 player actually this window, comparable to Manchester United's window. Timothy Castagna from Atalanta. But Leicester and Manchester United's the whole ethos and even our expectations and everything are surely different. I know Leicester finished 1 place, but outside the top 4, so they're trying to improve. But actually, if you look at their squad, they've got a more settled squad with more pieces in the puzzle in one way than Manchester United do. I'm not saying they've got a better squad, but for them, they've got a more settled squad with more pieces in the puzzle than Manchester United do. Liverpool now, this is where it gets really interesting, because Liverpool, the champions of the Premier League, of course, last season, they are bloody skint. The Scousers are skint, lads and lasses. Because look at this interesting move. You think United have had a shit window so far? Okay, Liverpool have got more quality there to begin with. They are the champions at the end of the day, so they have to improve less, I would imagine, than most do, including Manchester United. But Kostas Tsimikas is coming from Olympiacos for 11 mil. That's the only business Liverpool have done. Liverpool are having an absolutely shite window, to be honest, but you just know that Thiago is probably going to come on his way. Just to give everybody a little update on that situation, there is a little bit of information in regards to that. It does kind of look like Thiago was just basically bending us over to try and get leverage at this stage. Look, German paper Bild is reporting that Thiago and Liverpool have an agreement now. So just to give you a little bit of an update on the Thiago situation, Manchester United were monitoring it, but German paper Bild anyway is reporting that Thiago and Liverpool have an agreement. Bayern and Liverpool are yet to agree a fee. Bayern still want 30 million euros. So that is what we understand right now at this moment in time, that Thiago and Liverpool have an agreement and Bayern and Liverpool are yet to agree a fee. So that's just to give you guys an update on Liverpool there. But the point I was making about Liverpool, they've also had a shit window. They've got rid of a few players though. Dejan Lovren's gone to Zenit St. Petersburg for 11 mil. Adam Lallana went to Brighton on a free. So they've only got 1 player in, but realistically they're probably going to get Thiago in, and that would be the only player that they really need in this transfer window, just to keep things competitive and add a bit more quality in there. Now, Manchester City have signed Ferran Torres, they've signed Nathan Ake, there's talk about them signing Kalidou Koulibaly very, very soon. They have, of course, Sane went to Bayern Munich. They were in this position where they had Sane and he's just surplus to requirements. That is how good Manchester City are in terms of depth, and they're still making other signings as well. Remember that, like, he is obviously, Sane's a great player. Like, there's a reason Bayern wanted him and wanted to pay 55 million for him, because Sane's a great player, but you just can't really get into the Man City side consistently. That's how good their team is. I would like us to be in that situation. I'd like it if we had, Rashford on the bench who can't get into the team because the starting 11's so damn good. But we're not like that, unfortunately. But look, Leroy Sané's gone to Bayern. David Silva, of course, went to Sociedad on a free. Claudio Bravo released. They've done a few things. Angelino went to a loan on to RB Leipzig. So they got rid of a few. They got a couple in. Donny van der Beek, Manchester United. That's it, lads and lasses. That is it. Okay, we signed this young lad earlier, this 16-year-old for the youth setup. But Donny van der Beek for 39 million from Ajax in, that is no good. That's not good enough at all, is it, my friends? It's just not good enough at all. Donny van der Beek, £30 million, £39 million. The only player Manchester United have got in now, it's piss poor. JP comments, United transfer windows are jokes. Absolute joke of a window. I totally agree, mate. Chris Welsing says City have Kevin De Bruyne, Jesus, Sterling, Mahrez, Rodrigo, Aguero and Fernandinho. It's a heck of a team, man. It is a really, really heck of a team. Simon Cowie, how you doing, buddy? Alan Rogers says, makes me ill. Oh, tell me about it. We've got a few players out. Angel Gomez, free transfer. Didn't really want Angel Gomez to go, though, did we? So more piss-poor mismanagement from the football club in this window. The only reason Angel Gomez left is because he wasn't really getting the game time at Manchester United, and we didn't sign him up to a long-term contract early enough. It's poor management again from the football club, and it's also just not a very good look. You don't develop a footballer until they're 20 years of age, to the point where they've got a big profile from playing at Manchester United, and then just let them go for nothing. So, that's not a positive. Yeah, okay, if Phil Jones, if Jesse Lingard, if Andres Pereira went this window, fine. fine. But not a 20-year-old up-and-comer going to Lille on a free transfer. That is a garbage bit of business by Manchester United as well. The Alexis Sanchez thing, that's brilliant. Joel Pereira's gone to Huddersfield on loan. Dylan Levitt's gone to Charlton on loan. Confirmed Dylan Levitt. Tahith Chong's at Werder Bremen. So we've got a few other players out, but the only player we've got in now is Donny van der Beek. The reason I'm doing this long list of all the team signings right here now, guys, is because I just want to show you. I just want to show you the sort of window Manchester United have had right now compared to the sort of window that everybody else has had. There's a couple of teams so far which are similar. Leicester have only signed one player. Liverpool have only signed one player. But realistically, this is a poor window for a team like United, who should be trying to do as much as they can to close the gap next season. There's over 300 of you legends tuning in right now. Please do us a favour if you're just getting in here and smash that thumbs up button, lads and lasses. If you could leave a cheeky little like on it, that would be amazing, and it would help this stream out and this channel out load. So please do smash that thumbs up button, lads and lasses, if you haven't done so already. Make sure you get in the live chat as well. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from all you legends. Have your say. Craig C comments, Pig, Sancho, Pau Torres and Telles / Reguilon would be a dream window. At this stage, I think it would be as well, considering we've got Van der Beek in. If we could get Sancho, if we could get our left back, and if we could get our centre back, a good centre back, then I think that would be a successful window for us. But at this moment in time, it's a bollocks window, mate. This is a bollocks window. This has got bollock smears all over it, this window. Newcastle, it is, yeah, somebody's been dangling from the guttering and they've fallen, they've got the fingertips from the roof and they've smeared their bollocks on this transfer window. That's what's happened. Newcastle United have got Jeff Hendrick for free. They've got Callum Wilson from Bournemouth for 20 mil. They signed Ryan Fraser for free, Jamal Lewis from Norwich. That is Newcastle United, lads and lasses. What? Newcastle United signing a whole bunch of players this window. Just goes to show you how inactive and piss poor Manchester United's window has been. Sheffield United, they signed Aaron Ramsdale from Bournemouth for 18.5 million. Wes Foderingham from Rangers. Jayden Bogle, Max Lowe, Ethan Ampadu. They've got a few players out. Southampton have signed Mohamed Salisu, Kyle Walker-Peters from Tottenham for 12 million as well. They got rid of Suarez, they got rid of El Yanusi, Lamina, Harrison Reed. Tottenham, they've got Matt Doherty from Wolves on loan. They've got Joe Hart from Burnley on a free. And they've got Pierre-Emile Højbjerg from Southampton, undisclosed fee. Right now, you can say that's not a great window. But actually, if you look at Spurs' starting 11, like on paper, they're one of the clubs that need to improve the least. Like, they've got some world-class players in certain positions, and a lot of positions, actually. So just really about getting depth for Tottenham and Jose, really, there, which they've done to a degree. West Bromwich Albion has signed Marcus Pereira. They signed Cedric Keeper. They signed Grady Diangana. They signed David Button from Brighton. West Ham United, they've only signed Thomas Souček from Slavia Prague for 15 million. That's David Moyes, though. Of course, that's David Moyes. David Moyes, he's the king of a shit window. No, David Moyes ain't signing loads of players. So, yeah, that's where we are at the moment. We're alongside buddy David Moyes as West Ham in terms of dealings. Wolverhampton, they've signed Fabio Silva from Porto for £35 million. Fernando Marçal from Lyon, undisclosed fee. So there you go. That's all the teams in the Premier League so far who have signed players, lads and lasses. Don't you think that makes Man United's window seem a little bit shit? Stick a poo-poo emoji in the live chat if you think Manchester United's window's been a little bit shit. Oh, I don't know. I'm just getting pissed off. I mean, look, there's good news. There's good news. Sancho is hopefully going to be a Manchester United player in a week. Hopefully, if United can get up the bottle and gather up the courage to be able to get the deal done, to go over there and pay the money and get the deal done and get him in. I'm not convinced we can. I'm convinced we've got a human King Edward potato running this football club.
Put emojis in the chat. Poo-poo emojis.
Yeah.
Titty tassels.
That's right, titty tassels and OnlyFans and getting boobies out and all sorts. Siabonga und Love, what's going on with your poo-poo emoji? Aaron Homeyard the same. Gabriel Lopez with the turd. Josh Burton puts one in. Gus Smith chops one off. Rick O'Neill lays one down. Wakas Akram. I don't know. I've run out. Dizzy Red Devil, how you doing though? Thank you everybody for getting in here tonight. Smash that thumbs up button. Get in here. Get your thoughts and opinions in. Right, we've got a few more things to cover, everyone. Okay, sorry, I've been chewing your bloody ears off all night. Let's cover a few more things right now. So just to give everyone an update, if everyone's just getting in here, it's being reported that Manchester United will be tabling an offer, a new improved offer for Jayden Sancho over the next 48 hours. We had an agreement, or we had an offer which was £90 million plus 18 million in performance-related add-ons to Borussia Dortmund for Jayden Sancho, involving paying the fee over the next 2 or 3 seasons. But Dortmund were determined to stick to that valuation, and Fabrizio Romano came out a few hours ago and just said, just to clarify, this one was the last unofficial bid from Man United in August. So they're still waiting for the next step because Dortmund are adamant that they want 120 million or nothing. And he's put in brackets without add-ons included. So that means no add-ons, no nothing, 120 million pounds. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think Jayden Sancho's worth 120 million euros. Sorry, not pounds. 120 million euros. Smash a 1 if you would pay that for Jayden Sancho with no add-ons or nothing. 120 million flat. Boom. Bish bash bosh. Nice one. Gaz G says Sancho will come defo. I hope so, mate. I hope so. I hope you're right, buddy. I would love it. I think he definitely wants to come. That's the thing. We're hearing murmurs that he's ready to force the move now as well. That he's ready to basically let Dortmund know that he doesn't want to be there anymore, and he wants to force this move away to Manchester United. There was some talk of that international bonus being a factor. I don't see how that could be much of a factor, but it does seem like all of a sudden we're interested in getting him in this next few days. So it should be good. Should be a good couple of days for United, this one. We've still got to hear more information about Sergio Romero as well, just to give you an update there. Not much has happened more on that one. It's still Manchester United have to reach an agreement with Real Madrid. He's still talking to a few other different football clubs as well in terms of terms, and also we understand that Manchester United don't want to have that buyback clause in there, and Real Madrid are pretty adamant on it. So we'll see if Man United can sweeten the deal and reach an agreement with them, but at this moment in time it's not looking too good. But hopefully, we will get Reguilón. We should get Reguilón. It's not a lot of money, even if it's a short-term deal. When we have to have that buyback clause in, then I think we should absolutely do it. Right then, okay. So thank you all for watching. This is pretty exciting, because I do think that we're finally making a bit of progress now. There's been a bit of a breakthrough here, and it seems like with talks over the last 24 hours, the football club is prepared to do the business and go and get him. We will see if they're able to do it. I mean, look, there's still some factors in there which can make it slip up. Whether or not Woodward and co are prepared to meet the valuation of Dortmund is the biggest one.
Say hi to Screenshot Mania.
Screenshot Mania, how you doing? My missus says hello to you. Seaborn Gracias, what's going on, dude? Louise Murray as well. Says, I believe it's a done deal. Medical this weekend. Reguilón. Well, we'll wait and see on that one, Louise. But hopefully, I hope you're right. That'd be fantastic if we get him in by this weekend. Josh Burton says, Mata on 140k is a joke. Well, Mata on 140k is not that much of a joke a couple of seasons ago, or a few seasons ago. Certainly when we signed him, that sort of a figure wasn't a joke, because he was obviously a great player. It's just the fact that he's 32 and he's not going to play that much now. But in terms of actual quality, I don't really have a problem with Juan Mata being on 140 or 150 grand a week, really, for another season. I have more of a problem with Jesse Lingard being on 130 grand a week, or whatever it is, 120 grand or whatever it is, and Phil Jones being on 130 grand a week. That's what I have more of a problem with, because these players are actual garbage, whereas Juan Mata's a very intelligent footballer. Whether or not he's had a good season last season is another thing. He didn't really. He still had a couple of assists in good games, but he's not been utilised to his strengths. He's a CAM, that man. He's a creator. Thank you, Michael McDonough. He says, Flying Pig, you're a legend. God bless you, mate. God bless you too, Michael McDonough, mate. Very, very kind of you to say. Thank you, Michael. Wasama Raggy comments as well. Dortmund don't want to look bullied. They don't want to look like a bitch, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them either. Why would they? Why would they want to do this? United could have got the deal done earlier on. At this stage, if I'm Dortmund, I'm standing pretty firm now. Like, okay, we said you could have him for 120 million before the August 10th, but seeing as you've dicked us around for the last two bloody weeks or longer, or a month, then actually, you know what? We want some other stuff too. We want Phil Jones. How's that sound? Yep, go on then. We'll stop the handoff on that one. But yeah, it's just, we'll see what happens with it, guys. I think that it's very, very good. I think it's very likely that Manchester United end up getting Sancho, because nobody else is after him. We're the only one pursuing him. He wants to come to us. It's the right step in the direction for him for his career as well. Hopefully his final destination for his career as well, because it gives him the platform that he needs to develop and progress and still challenge for absolutely everything, whether it be the Premier League, Champions League, getting in the England contention, all that good stuff. It gives him all of those opportunities. Right now, he knows that he's going to get game time. If Jayden Sancho was signed by one of the biggest clubs in the world in terms of overall depth and quality right now, whether it's your Real Madrids or your Bayern Munichs or these teams, then realistically he's not going to get as much game time as he would if he came to Manchester United, because United don't have that quality of depth there at the minute. We've got a player like Greenwood there who's absolutely sensational and will be sensational, but he's 18, and you can't expect Mason Greenwood to carry the mantle with that position for United this season at 18 years of age and not have any fitness issues, not have any stamina conditioning issues or anything like that, and to be able to deal with that. I think he can actually. He seems a pretty special talent, both mentally and everything else. Physically, he's coming along. But Jayden Sancho, though, he gives us that proper class player in that position right now, and then it allows Greenwood to go and play elsewhere in the team. So I think it's brilliant. I think it just gives us so much more options if we have Jayden Sancho come the end of the window than not. Greenwood playing everywhere else being one of them. Like, I really like that. I would really like to see, oh, Rashford's got a little knock, has he? Okay, Mason, you're playing left wing today, son. You're playing left wing, Sancho's playing right wing, Martial up top. Oh, what's that, Anthony? You got a bit of a stubbed toe, have you, buddy? No worries, Mason's coming in at number 9. No worries. What's that, Bruno Fernandes? You swallowed a fly? Oh, no worries there, son. Swallow a spider, and until then, Mason Greenwood is going to play in your position. You know, it's like that. He can play anywhere, this lad. So, so I do think that it's very, very awesome for that reason. It gives us depth. It gives us quality up there, and that's exactly what we need right now. We're in all these different competitions. We need some depth in our team. Right then. Hey, Primot, you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much, Primot, for getting in here. Really appreciate it, matey. Everyone else as well, you know, thanks for stopping by. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. If you're new to this channel, smash that subscribe button. We do Manchester United videos every single day. We're covering the whole transfer market and the whole transfer window for Manchester United. We also cover the whole season for Manchester United. We do watch-alongs, match reactions, match previews, cover any breaking news. So if you're new to this channel, smash that subscribe button and get involved in the show in the comment section as well. Right then, okay, I think we pretty much covered everything in the show tonight. What's this new bit of information I'm seeing from the Express here? Manchester United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer drops Jayden Sancho transfer hint after contract's been agreed. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has dropped a fresh hint that Manchester United are continuing to press on with their attempts to sign Jayden Sancho. What's the hint? England international Sancho has long been Solskjaer's top target, yada, 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 yada. United believe that asking price, yada, 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 yada. Basically, this article's bollocks. He's not dropped a hint. Oh, hang on, he says, okay. Solskjaer insists United remain active in the transfer window ahead of October 5th deadline. But amid links to Real Madrid left-back Sergio Romero and right-back Leipzig centre-half Deo Upamecano, among others, warned that United will not welcome a raft of fresh faces into the club over the next coming weeks. He said, "We are always looking to see if there is any way possible that we can improve this squad and bring players in that will have their right level, quality, personality and fits all of the criteria," he told BBC 5 Live Sports in the Premier League review show. "This summer and year has been a strange one, and it's very important everyone understands this has an effect on football. Not everyone can spend millions and millions," which is a fair point. This has been a pretty crazy year. There are only certain clubs out there. If you look at Liverpool, they're not spending any money, and they're the Premier League champions. So that's bizarre. It's only really Chelsea and City and some of the money bag clubs that are really prepared to go and do that. Actually, that's not true, because we went through that list earlier. And even teams like Newcastle are spending money, which for them is comparable to United really spending like 100 mil or something. So I think that's kind of holds some weight, but it also isn't really the truth. And United's such a massive football club. We would have been affected less by this COVID pandemic than anyone else. In some ways, we may have lost the most revenue, but in another way, we'd have been affected less because we've got the most cash in reserve, or certainly compared to a lot of football clubs, not compared to like the Cities and the Chelseas of this world who just cheat with their sugar daddies. But boy, oh boy, wouldn't we like one of those sugar daddies, to be perfectly honest with you, compared to the shit owners that we've got. But anyway, he said, "I never set myself a target like scoring 20 goals as a player. You just have to go day by day, making sure you develop and improve. We have a vision of where we want to go, but know so many things can come in the way. I believe in seeing how the team and club develops. We are a developing team a year or so into our rebuild. We have to make some decisions last summer. Throughout the season, we have to see how this team is going to get better and getting used to each other. It's never easy to have too many new players in the team. It takes time for players to gel into a unit." Okay then, okay then, fair enough, Ollie. I love Ollie. But, I mean, crikey, I mean, look, you know, we need to get some players into the squad. Look, Chelsea, people will say that they're not guaranteed to gel and they're not guaranteed to actually perform immediately for Frank Lampard there. But at least get a couple of players in. That makes, I agree with that. If you get 7 or 8 players in, you have a wholesale change. You can't expect them to all gel and have that team chemistry and camaraderie and everything overnight. So I do agree with that. But we signed 1 player, 3 players, 4 players for a club like Manchester United is not that situation. It's not where you've got to bed in loads of these players. That's crazy. That's just basically him doing a good job. To say that the Glazers are not complete bags of shite, really, because that's what he has to do. You can't be in the Manchester United hot seat and belittle the Glazers. You can't speak your mind like we do. You can't. You would be axed. So don't even blame Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for this, to be fair. I mean, I'm criticising it, but realistically, we know what's going on behind the scenes. He says, we have seen clubs go for a quick fix and some have trust in the process. We have to improve and get results after adding players with different qualities than we have. Solskjaer's delighted to have welcomed Netherlands international Donny van de Beek to United, whom he thinks will offer more goals from midfield this season. He said, when we signed Bruno Fernandes, we knew that we needed that type of player. And he said, now we've signed Donny van de Beek. He's the type of player I felt we needed in the squad and the type of person that will fit the culture and the team and will provide us for the next season. He's a versatile player. He's clever and has plenty of energy and enthusiasm. He scores goals, and that is what we need to add from midfield. We need goals throughout the squad. We did not score enough to challenge at the top. So, you know, he's right. I mean, Donny van de Beek, if you look at his stats, the amount of goals and assists that he scored for Ajax from his position is pretty good. It's like 1 in 3. It's pretty damn, you know, for assists, and I think like around about 1 in 3 as well for goals. So pretty damn good stats that he's putting up there, Donny van de Beek over there in Ajax. Let's see if he can replicate it for United. We have got one good signing, and I know what he's saying. Like, it's getting out there and getting a quick fix on a big money name like a Thiago. It's not really going to guarantee us anything. We are in the middle of a transition in, and we are in the middle of rebuilding this football club. So we need the right types of players coming in through the door. Right, that's all the news articles and stuff, I think, for tonight. Let me just check with my transfer guru, Mr. Matthew Rushmeister. Shout out to Matthew Rush, mate. What a top lad. Follow him on Twitter, MattUnited20. He's got some great contacts within the club. He's also just hot on it. He's a season ticket holder. He lives and breathes this football club. And he's my transfer guru. So shout out to you, Mr. Matt Rush. Legend transfer guru, Mr. Matty Rush. There is no more information there. So what we'll do for the last part of the video then, lads and lasses, I will get into the comment section now. Really appreciate you all stopping by and getting involved here. So I'm going to have a good back and forth for you guys now. So get in it. Get your thoughts and opinions in about anything we've discussed, whether it's Jayden, whether it's Reguilon, whether it's who United should sign, whether it's getting that centre back in. Have your thoughts and opinions and have your say. In fact, I'm just going to put this question out there right to all you guys that are tuning in right now. If you could sign one centre-back for Manchester United in this window, who is it? Get your name in there. Get your surname in there. Thank you, the Cont, mate. He says, Flying Pig United is now in my daily routine every evening. Loving the content. Yes, the Cont. Thank you so much for that, dude. Really appreciate that, man. I'm very glad that it's part of your routine. Ruthvic P comments, how important is the CDM for United? My personal opinion on it is it's one of the most important positions for United. It's like a pivotal role, I think. I think United are lacking in a really top-quality destroyer, a really top-quality destructive defensive midfielder. And yes, we've got Matic, but he's 32 years of age. And really, like, we need to plan for the future now. We need to get somebody in. We need to get somebody who's going to take over from that mantle. Have you got a drink over there, please, love? An Uber chat. I'd love that. An Uber chat. Uber chat. I'd absolutely love an Uber chat. Apart from when you sent me an Uber chat.
Why?
Because it had a mare. I can't see it, Ellie. There's nothing coming from. Oh shit. Sorry. You mean on the actual live chat? You mean?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Ellie, I can't see anything coming through on PayPal here, if that's what you mean. But hold on a second. What the hell is this from Mr. Matt Rush? Matt Rush! Matt Rush, what the hell, bro? Matt Rush! Matt Rush has just sent £50 super chat over, dude. You absolute lunatic, Matt Rush. Matt Rush, thank you so much for that, mate. He comments, great show, support the pig. Dude, Matt Rush, everybody.
Legend, Matt Rush.
Crikey, man, that's so very, very kind of you, Matt Rush. I don't even know what to say on that one, dude. You're an absolute lunatic. Really appreciate it, Matt Rush. Devilback says, if you stay alive till here we go, I will leave a super chat. What does that mean? If you stay alive till here we go, till we win the league, you mean, or something? I don't know. Simon Cowie says, we more likely sign Van der Beek, Sancho and Reguilon. Mate, Matt Rush, I can't believe that, dude. You're an absolute top bloody bloke. Yeah, Ryan Burberspin says, top bloody bloke, Matt Rush. Absolutely. Gabriel Lopez says, that's big time. Nice, mate. Thank you so much for that, Matt Rush. You're a lunatic, mate. You're an absolute gentleman. JP says, thanks for the compliment, Ray, professional warrior. Take your L. Oh, there's a bit. Oh, JP. Oh, it's not just JP then. Let's calm down in the live chat, lads, unless I understand there's a little bit of beef going on. Let's settle that beef down. Let's have a little bit of beef brisket and chill, okay? I think there's a couple of little beefs going on throughout the live chat. Hey, we need to chill out a little bit here, guys. This is a peaceful community of legends, all right? Let's all calm it down.
And what do you mean you don't like when I send you an Uber chat? What do you mean?
No, I meant when you send me that congealed ball of McDonald's to my house when I was asleep.
It was meant to be a nice little gesture. I didn't know you were asleep.
Yeah, well, you don't do that. A fox could have gone off with that. I didn't see it for 5 hours. The Trooper says, Pig, we need Sancho. He's our next Bex. Matt Rush bakes the cake. Matt Rush bakes the cake, mate. 100%. I like that. Donny van der bakes the cake. Really appreciate that, Matt. I mean, crikey, dude. Crikey, man. Thank you. That's all I can say. What a legend. What a legend. And not only that, he also provides me with a lot of this great information that we're talking about right now, because he's got some great contacts within the football club. So thank you, Matt Rush, for all you do for this channel. I want to say shout out to all the moderators like Aaron Homeyard here, who says, good night, legends. Good stream tonight, Mr. P. See you next time, lads and lassies. Hey, Aaron Homeyard, same to you, mate. Shout out to Mary. Have a great evening, dude. I also want to say shout out to Ellie. I want to say shout out to G-Wolf United. Matty Rush, of course, Gungshi, who else is there? Mark, Alex, all the moderators, both the Alexes, everyone who supports this channel and puts, it's like a team effort on this channel, guys, so thank you. It's a brilliant community of people. Hopefully there's going to be no beefing going on from now on. Big up yourself as well, Marco. Ray Reddington says, a little keyboard warrior bitch. Okay, just calm down, fellas. Calm down, fellas. You guys need to calm down. Take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. That's right. Ellie says stop arguing. You know what to do, Ellie, if there's too many arguments going on. We can only warn people if they continue to argue and cause conflict, then it's time out city. It's time out city. Take a time out. Sit in the corner and just chill.
Otherwise, you don't want Mr. P to start bollocks smearing on them.
Mohammed Colley says, I'm loving your show, mate. Keep going. Thank you very much, Mohammed Colley, mate. I am Neil says, I've got an alternative design I made for your streams and I'd like you to have a look. Where should I send it? Are you serious? I am Neil. I'm very interested to find out what you mean by that, dude. My email is mrflyingpighd@gmail.com. mrflyingpighd@gmail.com. So you can send it there, dude. I think if you click on the about page, you'll be able to find it as well. Or you can tweet me at Mr. Flying Pig HD. That might be the best way to do it. But thank you, I am Neil. If you've designed me some sort of alternative design, that sounds pretty insane, mate. Shami Mia comments, I'd rather not buy a centre back and see Jones again in a United shirt. You want to see Phil Jones again in a United shirt? What? Jimmy Marsh comments, Matt Rush, can you pay Dortmund the rest in instalments, please? Did we get to the bottom of this Ellie situation? I can't find this thing from Ellie still. Sorry, Ellie, if something was sent there. I can't see anything. JP. Oh, okay. Well, it's all right. You guys can just make up now, can't you? You can just make up now. Obviously, this isn't good for the community, you guys doing this. So just make up, guys. Craig C says, centre-back is worrying me. I don't think we're anywhere near good enough at the back. Totally agree. Like, that is the position. That's the problem area. That's probably the most important position for Manchester United to strengthen this window. We haven't done that, actually. We've signed a midfielder. We're potentially signing a left-back. And we're potentially signing a right-winger. So it's kind of counterproductive. It kind of sounds counterproductive, doesn't it? You know, like that Paul Merson twat was saying the other day when he came out and said it's a panic buy getting Donny van der Beek. It's ridiculous. But if he was the only player we signed during this window and it finished, and we didn't sign any other players, then he'd be right. But that's not going to happen. Hey, thank you, Isabella and Gomez. Says, hello, new here, referred by Roy Barraza. Nice one. Thank you, Isabella. And shout out to Roy Barraza for recommending this channel. Top man and top lass. Appreciate it.
Jarvis Cocker with a super.
Jarvis Cock has got in here with a super chat. Crikey, sent over 50 knock as well. He says, £50, Matt Rush. Nothing but respect. You're a freaking legend. Supporting the brilliant community Joe and the gang have created. Top man, absolutely. That was a super chat directed to you, Matty Rush. That's how bloody awesome that was, dude. Jarvis Cocker super chats you, Matt Rush. So you're so right there, though, Jarvis. Like Matt Rush, I mean, that's incredible. What a great bit of support that you're getting from this community these days. We've smashed 27,000 subscribers, everyone. It's, you know, we're having footballers on the show. We got Luke Chadwick on. We had Eric Nevland on the week before. We've got some more bits and bobs coming. So this channel is going places, my friends. It may not be the biggest Manchester United channel. It may just be me in a room with my missus over there cackling in the background half the time. But you know, it's a passionate channel. It's a fun channel. It's a great community of people. So shout out to people like Matty Rush and Jarvis Cocker and just everybody, Ellie and just Gungshi and just everybody that supports this show, man. Seriously.
Eating in the background.
Scott Kent says, can we see your lady friend, please, Pig, for the United fans? Come on then, love. Get in here. Go on. Matt Rush has just sent a £50 super chat. I personally think you should get in and say hello quickly. Because that is pretty unbelievable. Come on. Go on, just quickly, just pop in there. She hates being on camera. This is the thing. She's actually very, very hot and attractive, you know, but she just doesn't really. She needs. No, seriously. You would think you look like a toe or something the way you don't want to be on camera, but you don't. You look like a a beauty. Lucy Galbraith says Paul Merson is a crackhead. You know, I think that's fair. I think that's certainly at one point. Dizzy Red Devil Donald says, shout out to the supporters. Nice one, Dizzy Red Devil. Thank you, Ruthic P. says, great channel. Illy United says, Rashito Legend. Matty Rush says, Bacon Boss. Mohammed Duko says, hi, man, from Somalia. Yes, Mohammed Duko. Great to have you in here watching from Somalia, my friend. Shout out to you as well. Gaz G says, great stuff. Keep it up. Thank you, buddy. Rossard Nicholas, salut. Oh, there's a spider. There it is. Oh, my God, it's massive. Fuck. Oh, just hang on. Sorry, guys. There's a massive spider. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm going to have to get up. Wait a sec. Wait, where's the pint glass or something? Holy shit. Oh, did you see the size of it, guys? Wait, let me get a pint glass. I've got to show the people on the camera this. Wait, hold on. This is a monster.
Oh, Joe, just get it.
Wait, okay, hang on.
Oh my God!
Hold on a sec, hold on. Where is it? Hold on.
I'm going out the room, I can't handle this, let me go!
No, it's under there,
you just let me get out, please!
Hold on, I've got to put this cover
No,
over.
just let me go!
Alright, you go. Sorry guys, give me a minute. Sorry about this, guys. That was on her head earlier, I can't believe that. I thought she was lying to me. Right, hang on, I've got to get this now. Oh, there it is! Oh my days, that's a big one! That is a big one! Right. Sorry guys, this is all... Sorry, we've had some issues here. But I don't know if you can see this, but... I don't know if you can be able to see this, but... This was on her head earlier, and I thought she was lying. I don't know if you can't really see, but there's a massive bloody spider in here, guys. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I've got to throw it out the house. I've got to throw it away, guys. So I've got to get rid of this massive spider here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? It's pretty big anyway. I'm getting rid of it. It's pretty big. Let me try and show you better. It's not that big, actually, but it's just got a big leg span. Oh, man. I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of it, guys. I'll be back in a minute. That was on her head earlier. I thought she was lying. She said something was on my head. And I felt it and grabbed it and threw it. And I was like, no, that wasn't a spider. You just thought it was something else. It was this great bloody spider. It was on her head. All right, guys. I'll be back in a bit. I'm sweating my tits off now as well. I'm getting rid of it.
Oh my God!
There's a massive spider. Guys, I'm sorry about that. I really am sorry about that, lads and lasses. Sorry for the little break in the show there, but basically yeah, that was crazy. That was a massive spider, guys, and the missus absolutely shat the bed on that one.
I'm sorry, everyone. Oh my God, it's
Tushar Meta, thank you, mate. He says, love from India. Damn, I love this flying pig, and I thank you very much. Oh!
Stop it!
No, I just feel all weird now. You know, when you get that feeling after you... Oh, skin's crawling, man. Rufik, my prediction... yeah, you're right. Vincent Bullock says, Spider, what Aaron Wan-Bissaka doing at your house? That's so true. I just let him out anyway. Aaron Wan-Bissaka just got let out the door. Rufik says, what are your predictions for top 4? I'm going the same as last year, actually. I know that's boring, but that's where I see it. I think Chelsea, even though they've signed players, I don't know if they'll be able to make it all work at the same, all overnight. So we'll see. I just expect Man United, with the good team spirit we've got, to get there, even though there's going to be a lot of challenges from other people as well, other teams. R7 says it's like Charlotte's Web when the pig befriended the spider. The Trooper says funny. Papa Store says I would have as well. Sorry to anybody who was listening with headphones, by the way, and who listened to my missus scream.
I'm so sorry. I was
No, that was, if that was on your head, I mean, oh my God.
it was on my head and I scooped it up and chucked it.
Getting a lot of spiders in here at the moment.
Stop it,
No, seriously, because it's the change of temperature. They're coming in the house. They're trying to get out the cold. That's what it is. I know. I'm just saying. There might be a couple more.
Oh, God.
Gaz G comments, can you imagine if you just tuned in, empty seat and all, and screams? That's so true. For anybody that had just tuned into the show at that time, let us know if you just tuned in. If you had just tuned in, smash a 1 in the live chat, because I want to know if you wondered what the hell we were talking about. Craig C says, Pig, I love the channel, mate. I'm from Manchester, but live in USA. I've subscribed. That is so awesome, Craig C. Thank you so much for subscribing. What part of the USA do you live in, buddy? And shout out to you for getting involved. Sarabonga Unluv says, shout out to Mr. Spider. Joshua Commander says, she should come out. Let's see her. Come on then, Nicola. Get on the show. Get on the show. What's happened to my green screen here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, come on, get on the show, Nicola. What else? Rossard Nicholas says, what's your 11 for United's this season? Okay, Rossard, that's a very good question. Actually, just to answer your question, me personally, this is with players that I hope that we sign. So my starting 11, it would be something like this. It would be, I guess it would be Reguilon. I guess it would be, or maybe Luke Shaw, of course, still. It depends on the game. I guess it would be, Upamecano, that's the centre-back I'd like to sign. Slabby Maguire and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. David De Gea in goal, actually. I'd still go with David. I know Dean Henderson's obviously just signed a new contract and is going to be around the club. But I still go with David, but I know we've got Henderson to come in if needs be. I would also go, I'd still probably start the season with Matic and Pogba with Bruno in front. But I know we've got Donny van der Beek, so he might come in there instead of the Matic situation. You might see Pogba and Bruno both a little bit more advanced. My missus has got the heebie-jeebies right now.
Stop now, I feel awful. And is that true? Chris said clipped and twittered, laugh out loud.
Oh, are you serious? You clipped it and twittered it? Hey, Peter Pureheart, thank you so much, Peter, for subscribing. Really, thank you very much, everyone who's getting in here and subscribing to the channel these days. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Ago Kelly comments, I like this guy's show. Thank you, Ago. Yeah, we usually talk a little bit of football, to be honest. But we just had a spider attack. Aaron Wan-Bissaka just popped in to say hello, and my missus weren't ready for it. I was like, it's great to meet you, Aaron, but missus weren't having it. Matt Ross says, Pig shouting, it's massive. Not the first time I shouted that before, Matty Rushmeister. I'm only joking. VK Dean says, Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does. Ellie says, all the glass in my house has smashed.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Ellie. I know I'm loud at the best of times, let alone with a spider.
Oh, well, look, it was nice to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the channel. Not only have we had Eric Nevland on and Luke Chadwick on in the last couple of weeks, well, we just had Aaron the Spider Wan-Bissaka on the show. He didn't have much to say, but, I still appreciate him giving up his time. You know what I mean?
You didn't believe me, though. Why would you think I'd make that up?
I just thought you were being over. I thought you were being dramatic, love.
Oh,
I certainly didn't think it would be one that big, anyway.
I told you I scooped it off my face and chucked it.
GR7 with a €5 super chat. Yes, lad. Comments, this channel just keeps getting better.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Screenshot Mania. He said it is broken.
Thank you so much for that, by the way, there, GR7. What a top lad. Really appreciate that, dude. Glad you think the channel keeps getting better, mate. Legend. Yeah, if you like the new content that's been coming out last couple of weeks, let me know. If you'd like to see more players, all that stuff. You can support this channel. The best way you can support this channel is by smashing that like button and also just sharing it to people like we had earlier, a cheeky little recommendation from someone. I forget the name now, but, you know, because there's so many comments have come through since, but you know who you were. Cheeky little recommendation to a friend goes a long way. If you know a United fan that might be disenchanted with some of the other fan channels around YouTube or whatever, but wants to laugh, wants to keep up to date with what's going on at the club, then you can come to this channel, lads and lasses. Oh, yeah. Joseph Berg comments, what if Man United overpays for Sancho? Is that what we're moving towards? Also, I killed a water snake in my mum's house a few months ago. Oh, crikey. Joseph Berg. I mean, look, I think that, yes, we probably do have to overpay for Sancho. Is he really worth 120 million euros? I mean, I don't think anybody is at this moment in time with what's going on. So, yes, in a way, we're going to have to overpay. Nice one. Simon Cowie says, Pig, I'm a United fan since 2986. I'm guessing you're from the future, buddy. No, I think he means 1986. He says, 34 years, I'm proud of it. And I have backed our managers and every player that played for us, and I have been through the ups and downs. I'm proud of it. Hey, fair play to you, Simon Cowie, my friend. That is very nice to know. That's it, through the thick and thin, mate. I mean, I'd like to say that I've backed all of our managers, and I have done at the start, obviously, of their managerial careers, but sometimes there just comes a point where you have to say no. It's not working out anymore. But I certainly have never felt that way with Ole Gunnar. Like you guys know on my channel, we've been around this channel a long time. I've always been Ole in. I've always been supporting of Ole because he's not had a lot of time. And I actually like the way he's gone about it. Plus he's having to do it with a disadvantage or a handicap almost because of the Glazers. So he's doing a good job. Jarvis Cocker says, this show is so great. First Nevland, then Chadwick, and now Wan-Bissaka. Oh, great stuff. Jonathan Gallagher says, Mrs. P, that was hilarious. Oh. Craig C says, I'm towards the West Coast in Utah. I've been to Utah. Yeah, I went there a few years ago, actually. Did a little cheeky West Coast trip. Went to Utah, my friend. Oh, yeah. Near Salt Lake. Oh, fair play, yeah. Salt Lake City. Jim Joe Bobley says he missed Phil Jones. Yeah, Phil Jones is in the basement, mate. Probably that's why Aaron Wan-Bissaka's turned up to try and get him. VK Dean says the Spider gets the job done faster than Ed Woodward. Long John T says hopefully we can win at least 2 titles and hopefully the Prem. Hope so, Long John T. I mean, I would hope that United within the next 3 seasons win the Premier League. We still have to sign the right players and hope that Solskjaer can actually do that, because it's one thing to be able to have the squad capable of doing it. It's another thing to actually be able to do it. So I hope that we can do it. You need a good bit of luck. You need qualities. You need skill. You need the right sort of mentality, tactics, a little bit of a fortune when it comes to injuries and things like that. You need all of those things. Isabella Ngome, what's going on? She says, what of Dean for cup games? So in terms of Dean Henderson, I think he will be the man for the cup games. Yeah, Sergio Romero, there was a bid earlier on or some negotiations with Aston Villa, but I think that Sergio Romero's wages were a problem there, because at the end of the day, he's just going to be a backup keeper somewhere, really. And he's on quite a bit of money. I think it's at 80k or something. What's the matter? Oh my God. 80k or something like that, and there's issues with another football club coming to pay him that amount of money. So yeah, I think we might be stuck with Romero unless we can put him out on loan, or indeed another football club does want to pay him the wages that we're currently paying him to be a backup potentially. I think he should go and be a first team player somewhere lesser, or a lesser club, and have some experience and game time, Sergio Romero, because he's a good keeper. But yeah, we've got Dean Henderson for all the cup games, all the lesser games, and if David De Gea does make a mistake, that David De Gea has consistent spell of error-prone goalkeeping again, then I'd say stick in Dean Henderson, and it's time for De Gea to move on, because mentally you cannot be that level of player for United and cost that many games and goals for United when you're the goalkeeper. He used to save us all those points a season. Well, last season he cost us a lot of points in the season, and you can't do that as United's goalie. So I give him time, I give him the benefit of the doubt, because he has been so class for us in the past, but also he's got to cut out all those errors in his game, otherwise he's going to be gone. Wilfred Jones says, I'm Wilfred from Sierra Leone and I love the show very much. Thanks, Wilfred Jeff Jones. You absolute legend. Shout out to you watching in Sierra Leone, my friend. That's so nice of you to say. Appreciate it, dude. Hope you're having a great day over there. Scott Kent says she will be fine. Look after United fans. There you go. Jimmy Marsh says, is Ray Reddington really, I don't know what that is. Joseph Berg says, man, you have some serious guys on the books / payroll that we can't get rid of. Absolutely, Joseph Berg. Let's have a little list. Andreas Pereira, Sergio Romero, Phil Jones, Marcus Rojo. Who else is there that maybe we can't get rid of? Jesse Lingard. 5 or 6 players that are priced out of a move in a way. Unless we pay some of the wages for the remainder of their contract, then he might be pricing it out. Nicola, can you pass us that bottle of Sprite, please, darling? Chris Wilson says, you didn't finish your team. Oh, sorry, Chris. My team, did I not? I got sidetracked, did I? I guess the rest of the team just picks itself. So, yeah, the rest of the team, obviously, Rashford on the left, Martial up top, Bruno in the hole, and Sancho on the right. That's what I would go with right now. But bear in mind, with an asterisk, that Greenwood can play in any of those positions. Greenwood's only 18. You don't want too much too soon from a footballer at that age. You often see some of the players that have played a little bit too much when they're teenagers, they struggle and they have issues later on in the latter parts of their career. Whether it's Wayne Rooney, whether it's Michael Owen, sometimes you can have too much too soon as a footballer. So I say let's have a little bit of a chilled out development for Mason. He doesn't need to be thrown in at the deep end. You're not going to pass me the Sprite, babe. Long John T says we need a quick CDM because Matic... Sprite, babe! Because Matic is too slow. I agree with you there on that one. Thomas Partey would be another one. Carl Lee Bennett, how you doing? Says, hello, Pig. I just saved you from a spider, Nicola. Come on, I'm your hero.
Yeah, after you said, oh, she's not a foot.
Do us a favour, lads and lasses, if you're watching right now, smash that like button. Yeah, I said you weren't a foot. I didn't say you were a foot. I said you're not a big toe or nothing. No, you're a fool, Nicola. You should be getting on camera, you love. You know, people want to see you. You're a beautiful lady. Get on camera. Hey, what's up, Gary Edwards? He says, I'm new to the channel. I've just joined. Hey, that's great stuff, Gary Edwards. Good to have you on board. Thanks for getting in here. I will do a little bit of a summary about what we've talked about before we wrap this video up, but I just want to do a bit of a Q&A right now. So everybody get your thoughts and opinions in. I'll try to respond to as many of you as I can for the next sort of 10 minutes or something like that. Ellie, thank you so much. I hope your leg's feeling better, by the way, Ellie. I hope you're all good and, stay classy. Thank you so much for moderating this live chat, you absolute legend. She says, night, all. Sleep well. Like and subscribe. Welcome to everyone new. Thank you so much, Ellie. Everybody stick a heart emoji in the live chat for Ellie.
Yeah, lots of hearts ready. I'm sorry for breaking your windows, Ellie.
Yeah, you better get onto the old double glazing company tomorrow now, Ellie. Sorry about that. I'll get onto the old house insurance because Nicola's high-pitched screams have destroyed every window in your gaff. Yeah, sorry about that.
A lot of people's house.
Craig Caesars, Pig, I think we treated Romero badly in the Europa League. He was good enough all competition until we got to the semis and then he was dropped. That's terrible for a keeper of confidence. Craig C, totally agree with you. And there was no call for it. It wasn't like David De Gea was putting in great form or showing that he was superior in any way. If anything, Sergio Romero was the most reliable of goalkeepers that United had at the end of the season. So I agree with you. I said it at the time as well. I agree with you. I said it was the wrong move to put, and the FA Cup semi-final as well. I think the FA Cup semi-final Romero should have played in based on form. So I'm with you. I think Solskjaer did get that wrong. And if I'm Romero, I'm looking to get out the gaff pretty damn soon. Pricey says, favourite Man United game since Fergie. So since Fergie left, you mean? My favourite Manchester United game that we ever had, it's probably got to be that PSG one where we went away. And we did them at the Parc des Princes and we won it at the end of the game. I think that's got to be it. That was absolutely mangasmic. If not that, I do think that Manchester City won this season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when we beat them 2-0 and Bruno Fernandes did that lovely little free kick and Martial tucked it away and Scott McTominay scored that screamer at the end. That's got to be up there for me as well. Those are probably my two, some of my favourite games since Fergie left anyway. Certainly that last City one, because what I liked about that performance by United, yes, we've beaten City by being defensive and soaking them up and hitting them on the counter, and we still did that a bit, but actually we played some really nice football unbelievable in that game. I thought that United, Bruno coming in with great effect, we really created a bit more than we were doing before. And against a really good club like City, it was like we were actually tussling with them. We were actually swashbuckling with them, you know? And that was big indicator for me of the progress that United have taken, that's taken place for them at the club. I still am blown away by Matt Rush's £50 super chat there. It's still lingering around. Thus is the amount that he's put down. It's still there. So thank you so much for that, Matt Rush, man. What a bloody unbelievable lad. Scott Kent comments, if anyone is interested in buying 3 in a row tankards. What's that? 3 in a row tankards? These are very rare and collectible. Cost me £150. I think eBay's probably your best bet for that, Scott Kent. I'm not going to lie. eBay might be your best bet for that one, dude, so people can have a look at them and stuff like that. Big Zed says, do you know who Jay Rayner is? No, I don't actually, Big Zed. Who is that? Atrex says, drop and like for the pig. Thank you, Atrex. Thank you. One of the channel members here has been around for a long old time. Thank you, Atrex. Yes, do as he says. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and get involved with your comments. I'll be here for a few more minutes. Long John T says, bye, guys. Thank you very much. Red Cloud says, Pratt. I don't know who that's in reference to. Maybe to me. Fair play. Each to their own. Yaboa Flavio says, is Sancho coming? Hopefully, it's going to be a bid lodged. Right, let's do a little update. Hopefully, it's going to be a bid lodged within 48 hours for Jayden Sancho, a refreshed bid. Hopefully, Manchester United can reach the negotiations with Dortmund. There's all sorts of reports that we have lodged a £90 million bid plus 80 million in add-ons, but Fabrizio confirmed that that was the previous deal at the start of August, which was turned down, and that Dortmund were pretty adamant that they wanted the full 120 million euros without any installments flat. That is what they were wanting. They've got no incentive to sell, so we will see if they do it. Brian Tellez comments, Zachariah and Samora needed to be signed this season to replace Matic. I've seen quite a bit of Zachariah, and I do think he's a very, very good central defensive midfielder who we could benefit from. He's Swiss, isn't he? Swiss. PJ Houghton says, the Mata v Liverpool goal. Oh, yeah, that was a sexy one, actually, PJ Houghton. That was pretty damn good. Sadek Rahman, what's going on, Sadek? He says, we need this done ASAP. 100% agree. Hopefully it gets done soon. Isabella Ngome says, Rashford's Prem debut. What was like? I'm struggling to remember that one now. Who was that against? I've got a terrible memory. I have, I cover all the games on this channel, and I have done for 7 years, but certain games just I cannot remember at all. Ryan Berber says, legend Matt, you can help by Sancho. Grim Reaper says 2. Must be watching it a few minutes behind. Benjamin Aaron comments, what do you think about bringing in Samuel Umtiti as our left back? As our left back? I mean, I don't think about that, Benjamin Aaron. I'm going to be honest with you. Not as our left back. Do you mean left-sided centre-back? Is that what you mean? But either way, he's an option, isn't he? He's 26, I think. It's a good place. Been there, he's done it. It's a big profile player. Probably take big money to bring him in terms of wages. I don't think Man United are looking for that player right now. But stranger things have happened. Sticker 1 in the live chat if you would take Samuel Umtiti at Manchester United, everyone. Atrex, thank you so much for that, buddy. You're a top lad. Jarvis Cocker says, my best post-Fergie moment is the PSG match. Bigger than the Europa League final versus Ajax. Yeah, I agree, because the Ajax game, look, we basically just dispatched of them pretty easily in that final. It's great to win the Europa League final under Jose, but it's only the secondary competition in Europe, whereas that game against PSG, it was like an unlikely comeback. It was one of those epic unlikely comebacks. And I just love seeing people like Neymar cry and stuff like that. Just bloody love it. It's fantastic. Armani says, Sancho to Liverpool. Oh, don't even go there, bro. Imagine if that happened now. Sadek says, hope we can get Sancho coming. Me too. Mark Voot. Shout out to Mr. Mark Voot getting in here regularly. Top man, the Vootinator. That's right.
I don't want to say his name wrong. Broke up with my girlfriend today. You've made me laugh out loud all night and forget about it and my itchy leg from the spider bite.
Oh, no, you got an itchy leg from a spider bite and your missus has split up with you, dude. Sorry to hear that, man, but these things happen often for the best, my friend. That's what you have to say. Sometimes it hurts in the short term, but often it's for the best. So look to the future, my friend, but I'm very glad we've provided you with a bit of entertainment this evening, though. And thank you for coming in here and sharing that, Cormac. Cormac O'Mordar, everyone. Hey, everyone, stick one of these in the live chat. Stick a fist bump in the live chat for Cormac Mordar, who's broke up with his girlfriend today. He needs a fist bump, lads and lasses.
Where is that?
Thank you, Asan Akhtar. He says, smash a like, people. Good to see you, Asan. Scott Kent says, Pig, who was your favourite player in the 80s? So I was born in 1987, so I don't really, I didn't grow up watching 80s football, but I'd have to say probably my favourite United player from the 80s, I guess Robson, Robbo, Brian Robson. That's what, I'll probably go with that because I did see him obviously play in the 90s a lot, so that's why I'm going with him. But 80s, there's a lot of great players. I mostly know 80s football from watching like old school World Cups and things like that. So people like Maradona, obviously one of the best players to ever play the game and obviously ruled the 80s, Maradona. So yeah, he would be up there. But in terms of actual other players, Gary Lineker was a great striker back in the day, weren't he? Not a Man United player, but so it's just it depends what you mean. I didn't grow up in the 80s, so I grew up in the 90s, really. But my favourite 80s player, I say Brian Robson, mate. I say Robbo. I must look older, though. I must look older than 33, eh?
No, you don't.
JP says, Mark, fair enough. I'm glad you lads and lasses have made up here. It seems like you've made up. Really appreciate you guys making up. This is obviously a community where we just want everyone to get along, really, Yeah, you can have a bit of banter, but, let's keep it nice and fun and friendly and entertaining for everyone. Yeah, fair play to you, Mr. NLWT says, shame Gary Lineker is just a prick now. Good shout, as an actor, says Norman Whiteside, 1985. Good one. Pankash Palhawani says, your favourite 90s player. My favourite 90s player has got to be Eric Cantona or Ryan Giggs. It's as simple as that, really. I grew up on Giggsy. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be Ryan Giggs and Eric Cantona, of course. But certainly, as I've got older, Eric Cantona's kept that, that godlike status for me. Whereas maybe Giggsy, he has done on a football point of view. But obviously, we're not going to get into the other reasons. But anyway, it's Cantona. To answer your question, he's my favourite player of the 90s. Everything about him. I was that kid who used to go around the school playground with the collar up, saying au revoir and striking that penalty like I was putting it through a demon's stomach. I was that guy.
I always used to sing that, Cantona.
Cantona, classic, yeah. Well, drink to Eric the King. He's got the best chance as well. We've gone through this. He's got the best chance. I love Eric Chance. So yeah, for me, Eric Cantona is the god of Manchester United. I love that guy. He's an absolute legend. So I'm going to have him on the channel one day, folks. That'll be amazing. Prakavar Das, which defender should United sign according to you? Upamecano, I think. 21 years of age. He would be available for 50 or 60 minutes. A lot of money, I know, but I think that you'd be getting a very good player. I've seen him play a few times and he looks absolutely boss. He looks absolutely boss, and at that age, he's only getting better. Alan Taquino with the fist bump. Nice one, Alan. M. Shah says, do we need a new striker? I don't think so. I think as long as we get Sancho, Greenwood can be the backup for Martial at the number 9 going forward, even when Igalo's gone. Benjamin Aaron says, how long have you been a Manchester United fan? I've been a United fan my entire life, mate. I was born into a Manchester United family. Obviously, my parents are Manchester United fans. They're from up that way. So it was just always a thing. They used to watch United on the terraces in the 70s and all that kind of thing. So that is how it is. That is just the way it is in my family. We're all Man United fans. My older sister's a United fan. My older brother's a United fan. I am a United fan. My parents are United fans. We're all United fans. So that's how it is. Nice one. Whiteside legend. Love him, says Scott Kent. Absolutely. Little HR says King Cantona. Harley says, well, not, I don't define cool, mate. Not really. Chris Wilson says, hi, Gabriel. Big Zed says, I was born in 86 and Cantona made me fall in love with United. That's right, Big Zed. Same with me, mate. Same with me. When the seagulls follow the trawler, it is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
What was that film like? You being Cantona?
Looking for Eric.
Oh, Looking for Eric. That was great.
Looking for Eric is one of the best films I just love that film. There's something about it, I just enjoy it. If you're a Manchester United fan, if you remember Eric Cantona, if you grew up in the 90s or the 80s or the 70s or whatever, you have to watch Looking for Eric. It's a really good film. It's not only just a good film about, Eric Cantona, a little bit about United. It's just a good drama film. It's a good drama. Craig C says, Pig, you sound like Zlatan. My name is Zlatan, and I have the Zlatan hair. And in Sweden, we don't say legend. No, in the dictionary, we change the word to Zlatan.
That sounds like your Don Piglione.
No, it doesn't sound like Don Piglione. This is Zlatan. Zlatan is Swedish gangster. Zlatan is not Don Piglione, Sicilian gangster. Zlatan is Swedish gangster. Get it right. Get it right. We are lions over in Sweden, Nicola. Get it right. Oh, I'm a non-bred, aren't I? Anyway. There you go, Zlatan, what a legend. I would love to get him in here. Benjamin Aaron says, you're my mate. I started supporting Man United since 1990. Good man, Benjamin, absolutely. United by United. I think I'm going to start a podcast called that, by the way. I think it's a sweet name. I don't know if there's any others out there called that. But I just fancy it. I think I'm going to get some guests on. This is what I'm going to try and do, actually, is bring some other... Let me know what you guys think about this. Some celebrity Manchester United fans, but not no melters. Like some good celebrity Manchester United fans. There's a bunch out there. And call the series United by United. That's what I'm going to try and do. I reckon that's pretty sweet. Nicholas McCasker. Hello, Nicholas. He says, hey, Pig, should we sell Romero? Because he's not a bench player. He should go to a team like Sheffield United. What's your thoughts? Yeah, he's too good to be sitting on the bench. I have to question his mentality, though, because I think he's happy being a bench player. There's talk with Aston Villa, you know. And Aston Villa already have Heaton and... Pepe Reina, so it's like, it's not the most ambitious move by him. I'd like to see him go to a lesser team and play week in, week out. I agree with you. He actually does need a bit of quality time, game time for his career. He's too good of a keeper not to be playing week in, week out. He really is too good. Ray J says, you actually look a little like Zlatan, maybe a little bit. My name is Zlatan. Yeah, JP says, Pig got that quote down. Cantona emoji. Dude, I need to get a Cantona emoji in here, don't I? I do have that quote down. Joseph Berg says, you are lucky to hear Zlatan's voice. Mohammed Wasim says, what do you think about Thiago and Upamecano? Looks like Thiago's going to Liverpool, my friend. There was a little bit more movement on that tonight, in fact, to say that personal terms have been agreed there with Liverpool. So we'll see. I think he was just using us as leverage. Crest Wilson says, United by United, trademark it. I know, that is a sick name for a podcast, isn't it? United by United. That's right. Gabriel Lopez says, great idea. Ryan Berber says, yes, Pig. Yes, I have seen that Vincent Bullock. That's one of the best music videos I've ever seen. He says, have you seen Cantona in Liam Gallagher's music video once? By the way, great tune as well. That's one of my favourite sort of Liam Gallagher songs for years, by the way. Love that song. But the video, Eric Cantona walking around the mansion, and it's absolute sheer class. It's perfect. What a collaboration. It's the collaboration we never knew we needed, that one. You know what I mean? And who saw that one coming? Liam Gallagher, bloody Man City scummer, getting King Cantona involved. What's that all about? Honestly. Nice one. Yeah, Rachel Riley. I've messaged her, actually, Craig C. I'm sure she'll reply. No, you never know. I'd love to get Rachel Riley on the show. Oh, yeah, I'd love to get Rachel Riley on. Atrix says, try someone like Wes Brown. Yeah, I've tried him as well, actually, mate. Well, I'll definitely get some more people on here. So I'm going to keep doing the player podcast, video podcast with the players. We had Eric Nevland on. We've had Luke Chadwick on. I'm hopefully going to get a little portfolio of all the United players eventually. It's just, it's a work in progress. And then I'm thinking this United by United podcast where I have fans of United on. So not just footballers, but fans of United. But actual celebrity fans, I think, would be pretty cool. People like, whoever, whether it's bloody Sean Ryder or, who else? Orlando Bloom. Ollie Murs. Fucking Ollie Murs.
No, I didn't say Ollie Murs.
Lynette Geek says, Pete, do you remember Roy Keane's United chant? I don't know if I do, actually, Lynette. Can you type it out for me and remind me? I'm struggling with that. What, did you just mean Keno? 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 Do you just mean that one? JBP says, get Eric Jemba. You never know. Asan Actor says, get Mr. Kipling on to make Mrs. P's day. Mr. Kipling's the man. Craig C says, Mick Hucknall. Absolutely, mate. Holding back the years. I'll keep holding on. Yeah, get a bit of Mick Hucknall. What about Christopher Eccleston, eh? Christopher Eccleston, the old Doctor Who. He's a big United fan. I messaged him too. I like Christopher Eccleston. He's the man, isn't he? Who remembers Christopher Eccleston in Gone in 60 Seconds? Am I an arsehole? Do I look like an arsehole?
Yes.
That's for 50 top-end cars, not 49 and a half. I bloody love it. James Nesbitt, yes, Craigsy. You see, there's a bunch of people out there that we could get on. Henrik Larson says Polar Bear. That would be sick. Cress Wilson says you might need to get pest control on. Oh, no. Asan Actor says, man like Mo is a United fan. Nice one. Who's that, then? I don't know who that is, unfortunately. Ray Reddington says, JP, sorry, mate, but you'll never bully me. You were... Oh, crikey. Going on here. You two lads, you need to calm down a little bit. Simon Carey says, great idea, Pig. Honestly. Craig C says, Pig, what do you think of Lindelof? I want to like him, but I just don't think he's good enough. I agree with you, Craig. He's just not good enough. I want to like him too, but he's absolutely not up to the standard for United. Nikhil Deshmukh comments, now I think Sancho will be red at the end of the transfer window. Go on then, Nikhil. Hopefully it will be the case. Vincent Bullock, Richard Ashcroft messaged him this morning. Nicholas McCasker says, Pig, go to bed. That's it. I'm going to wrap this video up now, pretty much, everyone. Benjamin Aaron says, is your favourite animal a pig? I don't know what my favourite animal is, actually. I kind of like cats. Cats are pretty awesome. I like dogs and cats mainly, I would say. Maybe that's a bit of a shit answer, but, you know. Maybe I'll get a micro pig for the channel. Davey Fisher, that would be amazing if to get Tyson Fury involved, absolutely. Pricey says, Alan Smith, yes, mate. GR7, best one to get on is Alpha Ran, mate. That would be a fantastic one, actually. I'd love to hear some of his impressions and stuff. I do think he's very good, actually, that guy. All the impressions he does. Nick Hill says Sancho will be a red. Ray J says Alpharan. That's a great shout. I'm going to message him. I haven't messaged him, actually. I think that's a really good idea. He might actually respond. Atrex, thank you. Nicholas McKeska, Ilya United, Fossim Fanami, Scott Kent, James Wright, Asan Akhtar, Mrs. P. Cake Bandit. I'm going to wrap this video up now, lads and lasses. I hope you enjoyed the show. Crikey, I didn't realise we'd be going for 90 minutes already, over 90 minutes. That's mad. But please do us a favour before you go, if you haven't done so already. Smash that like button, everybody. That will help this show out tremendously. I hope you enjoyed the show. Come back and comment about anything you want to comment about, whether it's about the visit we had from Aaron the Spider Wan-Bissaka or anything else. Please do get in here with your comments.
Sorry to everyone for that again, for interrupting the stream with that. I was just so freaked out.
Thank you so much, Ray A. Andrew. Thank you, Ray Reddington. Benjamin Aaron as well says, I've been the most active forever, Flying Pigs. Nice one, Benjamin Aaron. You top lad. Great to have you in here being active, mate. Really appreciate it. Daz Reynolds as well. Would you like to see if you were the club buyer? I would get Upamecano, Reguilon, probably get Wilfred Ndidi, spend the money, get him in there. I'd probably get Sancho, and I would I probably wouldn't even get Thiago right now. I'd get somebody else, like I said, a Wilfred Ndidi type central defensive midfielder. That's what I would do, and a top class centre back as well. Steve Coogan is a red, says Craig. See, I'd love to get Steve Coogan on there. That'd be unreal. Even just as himself. Vincent Bullock says, I did meet Pig from band Slipknot before he passed away. Oh, fair play. I saw Slipknot live once at Reading in 2003, I think it was. They were pretty sick, actually. I wasn't really a fan before I saw them, but they just put on such a good show. Like, fair play to Slipknot, man. They were great live. PJ Houghton, thank you for that. Fossasin Ferranmi, thank you for that, Fossasin. Craig C as well. Eamon Holmes, good shout. Nicholas Miskaska, bye mate. Scott Kent the Trooper. Ray A. Andrew. Jeanette Pugh, thank you so much. Appreciate it, Jeanette. Hit that like button, everyone, before you go. Craig C, Matt Rush, JP, AJ, AY's World, Mrs. P, Atom Arts, Benjamin Aaron, Sibonga Unlove, Ryan Burberspin 9. God, there's so many of you heroes watching these days. It's kind of Scott Kent. It's kind of hard to say all the names. Joseph Berg, Craig C, Asan Akhtar, Benjamin Aaron, Matt Rush, of course, Mark Voot, Yeo Epic, JP Pricey. That's going to be the end of the show. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, everybody. Smash the like on it. It will help this out a lot. And also subscribe to the channel. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. You can click the bell icon as well to be notified when we post and go live on this channel so you don't miss a thing. Also, check out the website, flyingpigunited.com, flyingpigunited.com for your Manchester United news source. Shout out to another one of the mods and the biggest contributor of the website, really, in terms of articles, Charlie Griffo Chaz, a.k.a. brother from another mother. Thank you very much for that, Griffo, for all your hard work on the website. Check it out, flyingpigunited.com. Also, follow me on social media at Mr. Flying Pig HD on Twitter. All the links are in the description. Flying Pig United on Facebook, Flying Pig United on Instagram. and flyingpigunited.com. Thank you, Illa United. Thank you, everyone. The Trooper, G-Wolf, Matt Rush, Ray Rennington, Gabriel Lopez, Benjamin, Aaron. You stay classy. Have a great evening, everyone. You've been watching the Flying Pig on Flying Pig United. Take it easy, and hopefully there's going to be some Sancho movement in the next 48 hours. We're expecting a bid. See you on the next one. Take it easy. Oh, yeah. You want to say bye, Nicolini? Cress Wilson, you have a cracker, mate. JP, have a great one. You and Ray make it up, eh? Ray, you and JP make it up, Ray. Jarvis Cocker, Mark Voot, Matthew Chapman, Pricey, the Trooper, Benjamin Aaron, G-Wolf, and everyone else. Thank you for watching. This is just the Patreon credits to say thank you to all the guys that support this show, guys and gals that support this show on Patreon. There's a link in the description. I'm actually going to do a Patreon podcast once a week soon as well, just to say thanks to the patrons, because there's got to be some bit of content on there that's exclusive to the patrons. So I'm going to do that, and also Tier 2 channel members appear on this show too. So thank you to every single one of you that watches and supports the show in this way. But like I say, you don't have to do this. It's all free on YouTube. So just the best thing you can do to support this show is twat that like button and subscribe and share it around as well. That's the best thing you can do. Thank you, James Wright, G-Wolf, Illa United, Ray Rennington, Crazy, Berber Spin 9, the Trooper, everyone else. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. And come on, United, sort your bloody lives out. Let's sign